Well, another Monday here at work, and out here at Peterson. What's this? Petersons is now permanently closed? To our customers, we thank you for your years of service. To our staff, thank you for all of your hard work. You'll be contacted within the week. What? Okay. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Petersons is now permanently closed, and we're finding out on the door. Okay. Well, new plan today, I guess.
I'm Sarah Jones reporting live from Elwood, where residents are facing a difficult reality today. The town's largest employer, Petersons Manufacturing, abruptly closing its doors this morning, leaving hundreds of workers out of a job. The company is citing changing marketing conditions as the reason for the closure, but for the people here in Elwood who have dedicated years to Petersons, this is a devastating blow. John Miller, a welder who's been with Petersons for over 20 years, says he doesn't know what he'll do next. This town runs on Petersons, he told me. It's not just the jobs, it's the whole community. Local businesses, schools, all rely on the money coming out of this factory. Somber news for the people of Elwood. Guys, back to you.
My job at Petersons was over. No warning. No thanks for coming out. No pizza party. I was a manager at a company that gave me no warning that they were about to go under. Just a note on the door one day that made me walk back to my car and wonder what I was going to do like everybody else. I'd seen this story play out before. Small town relies on one big business then closes, and the town soon dies. Elwood was barely livable to begin with, but with Petersons out of business, I knew I needed to look elsewhere for a job and for a new life. So I packed my stuff, gave my landlord the key back, and headed to the airport and took my first flight out to Iowa. McGregor, Iowa was a town located on the banks of the Mississippi River and on the border of Iowa and Wisconsin. It had been a place my grandfather had farmed and called home his whole life, and it had been a spot for a few summer vacations of mine as well. Recently, my grandfather moved south to retire, and he put the family farm up for sale. Up until now, I had no interest in taking over the farm, but the way people at Petersons were let go, I felt a lot more need to go into business for myself. Sure, it'd be harder, but the control over my life was something that was worth working harder for. I finally made it to McGregor, Iowa. After a few-hour flight, I was ready to go, but I landed in Iowa with a huge list of to-do things, and the first thing that I had to do was meet with a realtor in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. That was just over the river from McGregor, Iowa. I had to go and meet him, I had to go get the key, and then I had to go check and see what the condition of this farm was. Alright, now just sitting here waiting for my car to get cleaned out. I guess they didn't have it ready, and I've got this little buzzer right here, so I'm waiting for it to go off. But yeah, today we have a busy day. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. It took the morning to fly to get here, and now we're going to have to go over to the real estate office where my grandfather left the key to the house and everything, all the farm stuff. And then we can finally make it over to the farm, and I've not been over there in a while. Let's just say that. It's been a very long time since I've been over there, and honestly, the last time I was over there, I wasn't really too interested in what it all looked like or how it was being taken care of. So I'm interested to see what we're getting ourselves into, but the rental car is ready. I am going to head up here to the office, grab it, and we'll be on the road. Alright, so we have finally left the airport. We've got our rental car figured out, and we are headed now to Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. Like I said, it's right over the river from McGregor, Iowa, which is where we will be living. But Prairie du Chien has the realtor, my grandfather's friend, who will be giving us the key here. He is expecting us. I don't know if he knows exactly what time we're supposed to be there. It's kind of hard to guess all of this stuff. I mean, yes, the ticket says what time we're getting here, but my chances of actually not missing a flight or having a flight delayed or something is very minimal. So I said sometime in the afternoon is when we will be there. So he should be expecting us today, but I'm not really sure if he's expecting us right now. Either way, we'll get the key from him and head on up there. And this really feels real now. We are in the UMRV. We are thousands of miles away from Petersons, and we're really going to do this. And it's there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that I'm very inexperienced at farming. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so I'm going to have to try to learn on the fly here. But the good news is that I really have no overhead at the moment. The house is not for sale for me. He's just going to let me live in it and gives me a good head start here to try to start a farm here financially, because I do have a little bit of money saved. I was a manager at Petersons, but don't have a ton of money saved. A couple $100,000 sounds like a lot, but when you're investing in farm equipment and things of that nature, it will go very quickly, believe me. But either way, McDonald's over here in Prairie du Chien, and what else do we got here? We got a hotel. So a nice area here. A lot of red lights that I do not like to hit, but either way, the realtor is up here on the left a couple blocks. We're going to go in there, talk to him, and figure everything out. But right now, I'm a little nervous and a little excited to get the key. Once I know everything that's going on at the farm, I think I'm going to be a little bit better. But right now, just the unknown is, kind of leaving me a little anxious. But one more turn, it's right over there on the left, right there. All of those office buildings right there, is one of them is the realtor. So we're very close now. A long trip, a long flight, and now a long drive down the highway. I think that was about a 10-minute drive to get here, but either way, we have finally made it. So we are going to get inside. We are going to grab the key, talk to him for a little bit, and make this as quick as possible because I am very tired. All right, let's get in there.
Hey there, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to pick up the key for my grandfather's property. He has a farm up in McGregor.
Oh, of course. He said you'd be stopping in today. How was your flight?
Really good, and happy to be done with it all at the same time. Just happy to be here in town.
Well, we're happy to have you. How much do you know about the UMRV?
Well, I've come up here for a few vacations as a kid, but, I was young at the time. I haven't really done any research on this area. This has kind of been an abrupt move.
Well, we're right now here in Prairie du Chien. This is Wisconsin. Across the river, that is McGregor, Iowa. But we all act as one large community here. Collectively, it's known as the Upper Mississippi River Valley, or the UMRV. Now, you're in McGregor, and you're out in the country a little, of course, so it's, a 20-minute, 15-minute drive from here. But I think you're going to like it up there. Your grandfather has a really nice place, and, me and him being good friends and all, I've had a few beers up at that place as well, so if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, well, let me not talk your ear off. I'm sure you're pretty tired and you want to get over there. So here's the key. And again, if you need anything heard, you know where to find me. Welcome to the UMRV.
All right, so we do have the key, and we are headed down Red Light Road, and I call it Red Light Road now because, well, we hit every single red light. I think we actually did hit one green light both ways coming back, but this road not a favorite of mine because we just have to keep stopping. Either way, we are slowly but surely headed over to Iowa. We just have to cross the Mississippi River over here on the left. If you saw the bridge when we were at the red light, that is the bridge we are headed to. And we flew into Prairie du Chien earlier today, obviously. Got our rental car, which we are in now, and drove over here. It's about a 10-minute, 15-minute drive. That's what the realtor said. So we are going to finally get to the property, and believe me, nobody happier about that than myself. I've been traveling all day. I am ready for a nap. And we are crossing the Mississippi River. This sign, welcome to Iowa. Very happy to be here. And I heard that McGregor is a decent sized town, and I think this is it right here. Yes. So we've got an Applebee's and a couple shopping centers over there. Main Street. Yeah, this is a good sized town. I know that there's a couple hotels here as well. Looks like a Mexican restaurant there, which is always good. But we are too tired to stop at any of this. I just want to get to the property, and I want to take a nap at least before I do anything else. I'm really excited and nervous about the property. I want to see how much damage there is or how much disrepair there is. I don't think that my grandfather purposely did that, but as we grow in age and things like that, it does become harder to take care of things. So I want to see what he did. But I did know that when I was a kid it was very well maintained, so I'm kind of expecting that. I'm hoping anyway. I know that the house was taken care of, and now that he's in Florida, there hasn't been obviously any repairs or anything like that done to it, but it has been on the market for sale, so I do know that he's at least taken care of it a little bit. I also do know that he had cows when I was a kid. I remember that. So I don't think he had cows recently, so I'm not really sure the state of the barn. I'm hoping that it's nothing too serious and that we can fix it, but if there even is anything, it might be a really nice barn right now. Like I said, he was putting it on the market, so I do know that some repairs were done before that, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I also don't know if he has any equipment or if it's gonna start. I don't expect any of this. Everything is bonus. I know that there's a house, and I do know that there is one field that we have. Other than that, I don't really know what is in store here, so we're gonna find out together. Alright, so we are just a couple minutes away from the farm. This is the side road. It says that we have got one more turn. That is on the left up here. So I think not this intersection, but the next intersection is the farm. I was expecting a stop sign there, but I realized that we are way out in the country and that's not going to happen. But either way, these rows of trees up here is the farm. I see it on the maps here. So we're going to have to wait and see what the farm looks like. I do like that it's surrounded by the trees, but I'm at the moment getting anxiety from it. Let me just tell you, I would like to at least see what the farm looks like, but there's the house. So that looks okay. Now we've got a stop sign. This is sort of a main road here. And here is the farm. House looks like it's in good shape. There's a garage, I think, there. But either way, I'll get out and look overall, but let me get the gate open here. There we go. And I'll just bring this in here and park it for right now. I will take a tour here in a few minutes. I just want to get some sleep. I'm just going to, nap for an hour or so. I just want to get my bearings and, get a little bit unpacked here, at least my clothes. That way I can kind of feel like I'm relaxed. But finally here, it really feels good, especially after all that traveling. And we will look. I do see a little, I think I see a tractor over there. And a garage right there. But either way, I'm going to get inside. I'm going to collect a few things, including my thoughts. Get some sleep. And I'll turn this back on in a little bit. Alright, so after a few hours of sleep, and believe me, I needed it because I'm very interested at what this farm looks like, obviously. I could not go through with it without a few hours of sleep. So I got that, and here we are in the garage. Everything that I would expect, you know. Got a lawnmower there, which is nice. Got a little office area here, or at least a little lounge area. I think we're probably just going to park our everyday car in here and just kind of use it normally, but maybe we've got a spot inside the house or something for an office, or maybe something out here. I'm not really sure, but let me close these gates here. There we go. And now let's go check out this barn. Like I said, I know my grandfather had a couple dairy cows way back when. I don't even remember when I was a kid, you know. But I don't know when he got rid of them. This is obviously an old dairy farm. And I think we're probably going to go the meat direction. But if we do decide to do dairy, then we're already set up. This is obviously where all the cows would go. Feeding trough right there. As well as out here. And I do like that you can be on the second floor of the house, look down, and just know that the cows are right here. Either way, we do have options over here. And I do think cows are the way to go, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end up getting them. But there's an entryway into the back here when we do feed the cows. But overall, structurally, the barn looks pretty good. We'll close this up. So we don't really have to do much on the cow barn, which is good. We got a big silo here in the middle, which I do like a lot. We can put a lot of crops in there. Now, my grandfather used to work on tractors, so there's going to be a lot of auto body stuff in here. But look at this, a little office area with a computer. We got all the regular garage necessities over there. But yeah, like I said, he did work on tractors, so he was known in the community a little bit. Just adding a little bit more pressure to our situation here. We don't want to go belly up very fast in the first summer because his reputation or his name is attached to mine right now, whether I like it or not. Both because of our name, but also because of the property. What do we got in here? Open this up. Alright. Looks like an old milk or water truck right there. There's a little area for some hay. We can put some hay bales in there. But this may come in handy. I guess we'll have to look and see if that starts soon. Got to try to see if there's a key, but I really do not feel like looking for them right now. I'm just going to walk around and see what's going on here, but that is a very good find. I'm glad that that's there. Close this up. And then I thought I seen a tractor on the other side here, which I do think I see a tractor. Yes. And a truck. All right. Like I said, I don't know if any of this is going to start. I don't know if this is just scrap metal, but this tractor looks to be pretty good size, so I would like to try to hop in that maybe tomorrow and see if we can find the key, or if we can at least get somebody to come out and look at it. That's at least worthy of that. And this truck right here, is that everything looks kind of worn. Oh, there's a bike right there. That's interesting. But yeah, everything looks worn here. You know, it's old. That's really what it is, but we can fix that. We can fix old. Anyway, one last thing. Oh, there's a deer right there. One last thing. I just want to get out there and see the field, and I don't have anything but my feet to walk around here. Because like I said, I haven't really looked into the tractor or the truck yet, but that is the field. So, as you can see, pretty good sized field. And I assume that we're probably going to make that all grass. I would really just like to make sure that we can get our cows fed. And that's probably the best way to do it, is to make all of this grass, and then we can get cutting it and baling it and things of that nature. But this is the field, which, like I said, it just keeps going. I know I'm walking, so it's looking a lot bigger because we're going slow, but let me hop over here. There we go. But yeah, the field is pretty good size, so it would be nice to plant some grass seed over there. Like I said, we could bale up the hay and maybe even use some silage. Maybe to sell, maybe to use with our cows. But if we're doing meat, it doesn't really matter. Maybe we could just use it for hay. Either way, that is it. And tomorrow I will get out here and I will start assessing the place and seeing exactly what kind of opportunities we can take. But for right now, I'm going to take the opportunity to get back inside, and I'm just going to go to bed. I'm going to call it a day. It's been a busy one, but I'm going to call it a day.